Hey, what's up guys? This is BallaTwenty4. I'm bringing you another little Black Ops gameplay, and as you can see I'm playing a little domination on firing range. And I would like for this to be my submission to Snipes R Us, and if I do get it accepted, if it does go up on the channel, I want to just take this time to give a big thank you to everybody that's associated with the channel for giving me the opportunity to post and get some exposure from it. I really do appreciate it. And with that being said, also I wanted to mention that this gameplay was captured during the double XP weekend, so if any of the values seem doubled or a little high as far as the point values, then that's why it was during the double XP, so don't call me a hacker. But anyways, I had two topics for this video, and I kind of wanted to dive into them. The first topic I wanted to discuss was, why do people play video games? And personally, and my own reason why I play, is the biggest one is to play with friends. I have a bunch of people that, whether they're sitting right next to me and we're playing anything from a fighting game to Call of Duty to Halo to whatever it may be, if they're sitting next to me, we're having fun playing a game, might be competing against each other, playing on the same team. And the same goes for when you're playing online. My biggest reason why I play is just to be able to play with friends, hang out with friends in a way that I'd never been able to hang out with them before. There may be times when I'll have a friend that's across the country and that I would never have had the chance to spend time with them, hang out with them, but we can just simply jump online and play something like Call of Duty together. And it's just a great thing because it gives you the opportunity to hang out with some people that you might never have been able to, and gives you a chance to meet people you might have never been able to. I know personally in my own experience, I played with maybe around 4 or 5 people consistently online, and now all of a sudden once I started doing YouTube and things like that, I gained more people to play with, and now I have a grouping of about 15 or so people that I can play with consistently. And it's a great thing, it's fun because you're making new friends and you're having a great time playing while you're doing it, and that is one of my biggest reasons for playing. And another reason I have for playing is, well, because it's competitive. It gives you something competitive to do. If you're not going out, playing a sport, if you're not involved in a team, if you're not doing something somewhat competitive in that nature, this gaming can fill your competitive edge that, I know most people have, where they just want to be able to prove that they're better at something than someone else. And the opportunity to play games and do that will at least be able to show people at that point in time that, yeah, you are better than them, and it's just a competitive nature, and it lets people get out their competitive nature, like I just said, sorry. But it's just one of those things where it's just you have a great time doing it. It's always a new experience every time you're playing. Even if you played a game a ton of times before, it'll always be a new experience, and you almost never know what to expect. And that can go for if you're playing, just a single player story mode on a game, and especially if you're playing online. If you're playing online, and especially in a game like Call of Duty, there is no round ever that is the same as another round. And so it's like you're playing a brand new game all over again every day, every time you play. And that's just fun because theoretically it will prevent you, or at least make it harder for you to get bored of something. Now I understand that you can get bored of games and yada yada yada, but theoretically the concept of playing online is it gives you a new experience every time. And that's just it's just fun because you are always learning new things about the game. You're always learning new ways to play and new things about the game that you might not have known before. And so that is just my little quick reason why I like playing, as far as why I play games. And I'm kind of curious why you guys would also think of playing. But my second topic that I wanted to talk about is one that I kind of wanted to try to spend a little bit more time on, and hopefully I don't run over time. But the second topic I want to talk about is the reputation that gamers have. And normally when you talk to people about, gamers' reputation, it's usually pretty negative, because people associate gamers as being kind of lazy. They just sit in a room at night, or just in a dark room and play games. They don't associate themselves with the outside world. And in general, the gamer's reputation is usually pretty negative. I know for a fact that a lot of times when you're discussing something with people and they'll ask you, you know, if you play games, you might hide that fact because you don't want people to change their image of you based on the fact that you play games. Like if you meet someone and they ask you, okay, yeah, do you play this game? How often do you play it? 9 times out of 10, most people probably won't flat out go and say, oh yeah, I play that game all the time, I'm on it every night, I'm this and that, because you don't want to seem like, quote, a loser. I'm not saying that you are, but it's that image, the stigma that's associated with gaming is usually a pretty negative one, and people just don't want to have that image associated with them most of the time, and so they tend to kind of be ashamed of being a gamer. And one way we need to really try to get rid of that, we need to be more positive about the fact that we do game. We need to be more open about it, but also by being more open and being more comfortable with the fact that we play games, we need to also emphasize the reasons why we play games and the benefits of playing games. Because some of the reasons, like I mentioned before, like why I play games, some of the reasons can also be some of the benefits. It allows you to play with your friends, it allows you to spend time with people that you might not have ever seen before, that you might not have been able to hang out with before. And it builds a sense of community. I know most people, when they think of a gamer, they think of somebody that's isolated by themselves in a dark room or something along those lines. And that's not the case most of the time, especially if you're playing online, you're playing with a team or something, then you're not alone. You're playing with a group of people, you're talking to each other, you're joking, you're getting to know each other, you're making friends, you're having fun. And it's the same as if you were to go outside and play a sport with them, if you were to meet up with them at some other place, except in this situation you're simply playing a game online, and it could possibly be with somebody that's halfway around the world from you and not just, you know, right next door in your neighborhood. So gaming has a ton of benefits that most people might not even realize. And one thing that as gamers we need to emphasize those benefits, because it'll get more people to see that, you know, gaming is something that is fun, it's acceptable, and it's not a negative image that it always tends to have. So anyways, I'm out of time. Really hope you guys enjoyed this. Please come check out my channel. It's been BallaTwenty4, and I'm out.